Hello friends, welcome to the Angular 8 tutorial. In this tutorial, we will see observable map in Angular. In the previous tutorial, we have seen what is the use of observable and how we use observable. And with this observable, we have seen the subscribe with observable. So if you didn't watch that tutorial, I recommended you please go to the part 34 and part 33 of this tutorial series and see what is observable and how we use observable and what is the difference between the observable and the promises. So in this tutorial we are going to see the different type of methods, or we can say the operators of the observable. So basically observable is the main class of RxJS. Like in the previous tutorial we have seen like observable comes from the RxJS library, and it is the main part of this RxJS because it is used to handle the multiple asynchronous request comes from the user to the server, and the response comes from the server that is handled by the subscribe. Observable class contain many methods, or we can say like different or many operators. These are the some important operator which I have written here, like subscribe, which we have seen in the last tutorial, and the map, which we are going to see in this tutorial. And there are some others like switch map, merge map, off, retry, and some of them we have already seen in the last tutorial. So basically the use of the observable method, or we can say the operator, is like a middle layer of between the request and the output of that request. So basically when we give any request to a method, the request will be a observable type and the output will be the observable type only, and in between we use the operators. Like in a bit we will understand like how we use this operator. So basically this operator work like as a any addition operator, like plus operator. When we give two number, it gives the sum of two number. So it works in that way, like we give some input and we want a output in a manner, then we use the observable operator or methods. So in this link there are some methods is defined for the RxJS, and I have already opened this link on my browser, and here you can see there are different type of methods is available. Here you can see like it is listed down many operators. If you are going to search, we can search like we are going to work with the map. Here we can see we are going to work with this operator. So you go to this link and see different type of operators available for the RxJS library. So basically that is the main use of the observable methods, or we can say the operator. So basically now what is observable map? So observable map is basically it is used to transform one value to the another, and map is pretty simple operator. It take a projection function, like it's just like a projection function, and applies it to each value that comes from the source observable. As I explained, like when any input comes from the user, like the input will be as a observable, as I explained, and it apply to the all observable input. And in this example, like in this example what I have seen, like X I am going to send as a .NET Office variable, and what I output I want like hello .NET Office. So for that I have written this map function like map and this X, and we are pointing like hello, and we are taking this X value. This we will see in a bit with the Visual Studio Code. We will implement such kind of scenario and we will see. So the projection function will receive a .NET Office as I explained, and as it input parameter X, and will create the string hello .NET Office. So that is the main thing which we have to use when we are working with the map. So basically like all the operators always return the observable. Like in the previous this screen I have shown, like when we send the input as a observable, the output for a method or the operator will be the observable only. So before working with any observable method or operator, we have to import the respective library. Like I'm going to work with map, then we have to import this library. So let's continue these changes or using this map in our Visual Studio Code. So go to the Visual Studio Code first. So in the previous tutorial we have seen like we have created a one interface class where we have taken three parameter like ID, name, gender, And next we created a student detail. Here we have created our dummy data, because we are going to take data from web API, that is basically a memory web API. Then we created a service, and this service is basically consuming our web API data, and we are fetching this service in the component page. So that scenario we have done in the previous tutorial. So watch the tutorial and see how we have get the data from web API, because we are going to continue with the same data. So in the last tutorial we have seen like we are passing particular ID, and based on that ID we were getting the data. So here we can see like in the component app.ts, like here we have created this function like www, and from here we are passing the respective ID, and it was giving the data, and the output is will be the observable, the return type will be the observable. So what we will do, we will create our that map operators here. So let's create it first, and before creating, what we have to do, we have to import the map library. So what I will do, for no mistake, I'll copy it from here and I'll paste it here. So that is the first step which we need to do. And the next step, what we have to do, we have to create a, like this one I will comment first, and what I will do, I will write this .NET student equal to this dot services dot get student, because we are going to get data from web API, and which number, first number data I am going to get it, then dot, and we have to put map now, like this operator, like we have now from web API for the first ID we have got the full data. Now what I want the name only from this data, so we are putting one operator in between. So like, so we want to get the name only, so map, and then this is the syntax, and what I want like C dot name, and that's the thing, that is the first thing which we need to do. Now here we can see like this map, as I explained, like it returns the observable, because all the operator return the observable. So what we have to do, we have to make this observable, and what kind of observable, because now it is not giving full like full record, it is giving one string. So what we have to do, we have to make it as a string. So that is the second thing which we need to do, and after this respective data we will show on our browser. So in the HTML page we have to make the changes, and what changes we will do, we will show our data on the browser, and for that what I will do, here now data will going to sit in this, because we have written it here, like it will sit in this, and it is returning only the name, not full array. So it is the only the name. So I am taking the data as an item, and what I am going to print it here, I am going to print only item here, because there is a name, and the name will sit into the item only. So let's save it first, and now see on the browser. So we can see on the browser like it is showing the name, because the output is coming as a name only. So this is the way we can use the map operator. Now what I will do, same thing, I will get the data as a observable. Sorry, now what we will do, same scenario we will do using the subscribe, like here we have done with the map. Now same scenario we will do the another operator like subscribe. So what I will do, I will write this dot service dot get student from web API, and how I will do, like I am going to get data for 1, then map, and what I want dot name. And now next thing what I will do, I will use the subscribe, and here this .NET student equal to I will assign in P. Like in the previous tutorial we have seen like how to use the subscribe keyword. So I will assign the P. Now next what we have to do, we have to make it as a string. This we have to make as a string. That's the next thing. And comment out this line first, because now we are not going to use it. So that is the way we can use the subscribe. Now on the HTML page we have to make some modification. Like now what I will do, I will comment it first, because now I'm not going to use it as a async. Like if we don't use async, then like if we use a subscribe, then no need to use the async. So now data will come in this, and just copy it and paste it here and save it. Now let's see on the browser. So it's loading. Here we can see like name one is, it is showing here. So that is the way we can use our observable map in our Angular 8. Like next thing here, like next thing what we can do, like here on the map it is showing the name, like, but what I want to show the name as name equal to my name. So what I can do, name, this thing we can do in our HTML page also, but if it is a small one we can make the changes in our component page as well. So we can make it like this. Now let's save it. What it will show, name equal to the specific name, like name equal to name one. So this is the way we can make it. So that is all about the basically observable map, how we use it in Angular 8. If you have any question or doubt, please comment. Thank you.